Yo, what's good? It's Allen Robinson. We coming up on St. Patrick's Day. It's Monday, so it's the weekend before. It's a little gloomy out here, but we still gonna take you to the city of New York and see what their St. Patrick's Day vibe is like. It's not Chicago. That's where I got first put on to it. Shout out to Chicago. They dot a river green and stuff like that, but we are out here on the Hudson. I'm gonna take you through Hoboken. We're gonna check out some fish and chips. We're gonna go to some spots in the city. Hopefully they could teach us a little Irish dance or two. And we're gonna have a good time, man. And I also got 2 guests for y'all. Let's get it.
It'd be a lot of turnover in the league, man. There's a lot of turnover. It's crazy how we look at shit, this probably was 4 years ago from the time when I was in Jacksonville. Obviously now it's nobody there, but there haven't been nobody that I played with in Jacksonville in a minute.
But that's kind of what you have to do to organizations, because you get stuck in a way and you think, to be honest, people don't know how to win. Like the organization.
But at the same time, with that being said, I do think a lot of it is a facade, because not all 32 teams are really trying to win a Super Bowl every year. You know what I'm saying? So people can say whatever they want.
Gotta be realistic.
It's like you can say whatever you want as far as like, we trying to. It's like everybody sit up at their podiums and OTAs and all that and say we trying to win a Super Bowl. Nigga, that shit cap. That shit cap.
But someone be believing because they don't know. I'm not talking about. There's somebody that knows. But
listen. 32 teams. Cut it in half right there. Right down the middle. 16 teams is not going to be in contention. They know deep down in their heart and soul they're not going to be in contention. Then you got, of the other 16, 8 is really on some like, we trying to win this year. You know what I'm saying? When you look at it this year, you take a team like Rams.
8-4.
Nah, I say 8. You take a team Rams, Ravens, Bills, Lions, Green Bay. Whoever get Aaron Rodgers, it's either going to be Steelers or Minnesota. And then you can know the other team who even don't get them, because they're going to be trying to get a stopgap quarterback or somebody. So it's really about 8 teams who truly believe that they can contend. You know what I'm saying?
But it's something. What I'm saying is the delusion part comes in. Was, for example, what the Jets did from top to bottom. The way you do stuff that's not conducive to winning. You know what I'm saying? But by getting Aaron and building a roster, but by them building a roster, the way they was trying to build the roster, they was building a roster to try to win now. But the way they were doing stuff within the building, that's not how you win. You know what I'm saying? They had, but you have a top. The Jets have had a top 5 roster in the last 2 years.
It's also an organization. I don't know about that.
They had top 5 rosters. Like I'm talking about person for person.
I'll give you that.
You know what I'm saying?
They did have last year. They had Devontae Adams. You have Mike Williams. You have Alan Lazard. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's already a deeper Garrett Wilson.
Good old line.
You know what I'm saying? That's defense, already right there. A deeper receiver core than a lot of teams have.
You got 2 Pro Bowl caliber corners. You got a Pro Bowl caliber nickel. You have Pro Bowl linebacker.
DJ Reed.
Michael Carter.
Gotcha.
Michael Carter. Then you had Pro Bowl linebackers. You had C.J. Mosley, Quincy, Quincy Williams. Then you had the D line. The D line was 2 years ago. That might have been the most deep D line I've ever seen. But like I said,
what it is about the Knicks,
I'm
bro.
a Knicks fan.
They gotten better though.
Yeah,
which I can give them and respect, but like, and maybe it's just in my lifetime, the Knicks ain't never been like that at all. And it's just, I don't know, man. Whenever it's like over the last decade, it's been so much hype about this player should go to the Knicks, this player should go to the Knicks, this player should go to the Knicks.
Why don't they
never get him?
They never get him.
Why?
And then hold on. And then when they had my dog Melo, they shit on Melo.
Yeah.
And it's like, damn, bro. Like, at that point in time, I'm just kind of like, damn.
They appreciate what he was doing. They
appreciate what he was doing. They appreciate until he was gone.
And they were good. He just couldn't get past the Heat.
Yeah.
Those years.
And that's a whole other conversation. I actually heard Melo talk about that. And it's just kind of like, I mean, what you expect from him. He was going against the Celtics, and he, you know what I'm saying? Which is like, it's tough. He catching one of them in round 2 every year. Yes, like, what you want him to do?
But I just think that like a lot of niggas gotta like in New York just because everything will come with it.
I don't think so. They could have had KD and Kyrie.
KD went, I mean, they did play in New York, just not with the Knicks.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm
Why not the
saying.
Knicks? Because it's.
Well, I don't know.
Because why would you legit choose? I mean, I can think of many reasons why you would choose Brooklyn over.
Same market, different owner.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm saying. It's like, from a player standpoint, you got to think about it. Right? I'll take that back because you probably do get a lot. You get a lot comes with playing with the Knicks. You know, in a
the history,
in a good
all
way.
of the like. It's
That's
just a lot.
what history, nigga.
Bro.
What history?
What you mean? New York, Madison Square Garden, Pat Ewing days, Allen Houston, back in it, all like New York in general.
This is my exact point, nigga. What history?
This guy, man.
I'm saying,
Reggie Miller playing against the Knicks.
I'm saying though, but
Jordan playing against the Knicks.
But still,
I think that's
though,
the history of it. Not the
them
Knicks
niggas
actually
beat the
winning.
Knicks. It
I
ain't
know
no
that's
history.
Bro.
Jordan played against the Knicks and smacked them niggas. Reggie played against the Knicks and smacked them,
And them
bro.
niggas got smacked too.
It ain't no history, bro.
Bro,
It
yeah,
ain't
you
no
had
history.
great basketball.
Who?
Oakland,
Bernard King.
Yeah, great basketball
King.
players.
You had Willis.
Yeah.
You had a whole bunch of people. What you mean? To come here through this city,
It has
for
history,
sure, that they
but not-
haven't.
you're
They
saying
have not.
winning
They
history.
haven't
You're
eclipsed
saying
the
winning
goal
history.
and be better.
I'm saying
Yes,
winning
but I'm
history.
just talking about history. They had
Okay,
great players
let's-
come through
Let's
here.
talk about
and,
some of
and
the,
really
Let's
play.
talk about some of the all-time great names. Pat Ewing.
Yes,
I'll let you go because you're a New Yorker.
John Starks. No, you're not putting him up there.
I mean, fam, come on, fam. If John Starks is the second nigga that come to mind, nigga, it's a problem.
we just naming them, nigga. Go.
Keep going.
Go
You're
for
a
it.
New Yorker.
But I'm going
You
for
talking
people
about the
that
New
you
York
got.
history?
Yeah, Bernard King, Willis Reed. You got Carmelo. You counting Carmelo?
I'm counting
Okay,
Carmelo.
Pat Ewing.
Charles Oakley was. I got mad respect for Charles Oakley. You know what
But
I'm saying?
still, though, you
He's a bruiser
still
in the
thinking
game,
about
OG in the
who
game.
our age or whatever. So that was Latrell
Yeah,
Sprewell,
yeah,
Allen
mascot.
Houston.
I fuck with Latrell Sprewell.
Latrell Sprewell, Allen Houston, Larry Johnson used to be there. You don't remember him?
And I do. I went to high school. I went to middle school with his son.
Just saying.
But my
just-
thing is, these is
I'm
all.
naming people who
My
really
thing is
came
that
to him.
my thing is this is.
What was it? Charlie Ward?
It's an
Was it?
attraction.
That was
It's
his
more of an
name?
attraction. Spike Lee, you get to be.
But my
see
whole
Spike
thing
Lee
is
on
these
the
are
court.
all.
Yes.
My
It's
thing
an
is
entertainment.
These are
LA,
all. These
same
are all
difference.
really good players. But nigga, like them, just niggas who played for the Knicks. Like, no
Same
disrespect to
difference with
John
LA.
Starks.
No,
Nigga, no, bruh.
outside because you counting
Kareem,
Kobe.
Magic,
Kareem, Kobe, Magic.
Shaq.
Yeah,
Nigga, you
Shaq.
just named
It's not-
John Starks, nigga.
Yeah, don't compare to LA. Don't compare.
But I'm talking about the city and like you was just talking about like the
Big market.
the celebrities,
It's a big market.
markets, all
Big
that.
market.
That's why I just said like
Big market.
Yeah,
Big market.
Hey, this guy, niggas heads.
I just heard Knicks history, and my thing
It is a lot
and my
of
thing
history in
and my
New
thing
York.
I
The Garden and everything.
I always want to holler. I always want to holler at New Yorkers when a New York person and they speak of Knicks and they talk about history. I always want to know what that history is, because the history in my head is Kobe going to the Garden, 62. You know what I'm saying? This has nothing to do with the Knicks, nigga. This is all Kobe. Jordan in the Garden. Reggie Miller and Spike Lee in the Garden, nigga. But this is all, these niggas highlights. These ain't Knicks highlights, bruh. Like,
Niggas got bad years.
but my thing is, again,
How many
with
times
all-
is he dropping 60
my
in
thing
there
is
like
with-
that?
Who?
I'm just saying.
Jordan, Kobe, who you talking about?
I'm just saying, nigga.
But again-
you gotta look at the history of the Garden, the team in general, everything that they've gone through, ups and downs, playoffs, the shit he built, all of that.
Moral of the story
Yes,
for
the
me
owners-
is this has nothing to do with the Knicks. It had all to do with the history of New York City, which I can respect. But whenever people start talking about Nick, the
On the
last
field,
time the
or
New York,
what he's done
the
for the
last
community out there.
time the New York Knicks won the NBA championship was 1970.
Yes, 1973. I understand that. What's your point?
We talking about New York, nigga. It's damn near 2030.
When the last time they've gone to the playoffs, though?
It's damn near 2030, bruh. The last time these niggas won is 73, fam.
Nigga, what?
It was
Oh. Good ball. Can't make it, right? Appreciate it.
But that's, bro.
buddy,
We in Hoboken. We at Mulligan's. It's our first spot. I'm gonna have some fish and chips. I don't know what the homies gonna have, so
We'll see. Yo, what's good? I told y'all for the St. Patrick's Day, I had a couple guests with me. Shout out my 2 dogs, Donovan Smith, 2-time Super Bowl champion with Tampa Bay Buccaneers and Kansas City Chiefs, 2-time. My dog, Adrian Amos, another Penn Stater.
Adrian Amos, Baltimore, Maryland. 10-year NFL vet.
I wear props. Feel me? We finna see what's up on this St. Patrick's Day. Hopefully we get in this spot. We just went to another spot, man. They wasn't fucking with us, so we finna see. Here we go.
You don't know who this is? Really? The one and only Allen Robinson. Yeah, you know who that is, don't you? Yeah, you do too. The one and only.
I've heard the name.
Cheers. Run support none.
Who was the toughest nigga you feel like you had to guard?
Like it, man. 1-on-1.
Man, I don't know a nigga that, somebody who kept you up at night. Where you had to play that team, you see that team like,
Ain't nobody kept me up that night.
man, somebody had to.
No, that's real talk. I respect them though. Nobody has ever kept me up at night, but I respect that opponent.
Fam,
100%.
Who's the best player we got?
Hold on. Obviously, niggas is not having nightmares.
No, some niggas got nightmares, bro. Some niggas have nightmares. I'm telling
Keeping
you.
somebody up at night in the sense of it's 9 o'clock. You might, do I hop on the game? Do I watch another cut up? You know what I'm saying? It could be day before the game, because everybody know that too. You might have a matchup that week where it's like, man, nigga, I got this nigga. You feel me? Like, I'm on the game, fam. You feel me? Like,
So we talking about, we can go by position. So like, when we come to tight ends, the only tight end to ever really give me problems is Ertz. And it's because, you know, the type of player I was, it wasn't about if you was just fast. If you was just fast and big and strong, I'm gonna lock you up. But Ertz had his routes, every stem was the same. Like Ertz, every stem was the same, it just looked alike. And he was just somebody that gave me problems.
and it's all about matchups.
Like Kittle didn't give me problems, but I think he's great. Like Gronk give you problems because he's so big. So like when Brady threw it back shoulder, like he got me one time where he threw it back shoulder and you just can't get to the ball because of where the ball placement and how big he is.
What about you?
Like the best receiver we've ever played against is 2. I would say Prime AB.
AB was
like
different breed, bro.
Like Calvin Johnson's better, but game plan wise, AB, because he can line up anywhere and he can go return. There are just as many great receivers as there are pass rushers.
Y'all have help, some way, shape, or form, bro.
So do y'all. Unless y'all elite, unless you're an elite left tackle, you're getting a chip. And even if you're an elite left tackle, you're getting a chip.
I used to be one-on-one.
That's how they use you.
One-on-fucking-one.
But that's you.
One-on-one, nigga.
Exactly. But
You
just
live
like,
by it or you die by it.
Exactly.
And I was cool with it. Like, put that on me.
so
You gotta know what you're dealing with. And then you put yourself in the best position to win. I understand maybe having to guard or defend how many ever square yardage of building space.
and you getting boomed and you on TV. Getting boomed. You on TV.
I can't tell if he Irish Pooh Shiesty or Rey Mysterio vibes. I can't tell because it's kind of like an in-between match. It's not really a Shiesty. It's more like a Rey Mysterio. So, since I asked him in the spot, I'll ask you.
Yeah.
Who was who has been your toughest matchup, or somebody that maybe kept you up at night a little bit? You know what I'm saying? Made you watch a cut up or two a little bit more. You feel me? Maybe you wanted to hop on the game, but you like, you know what?
Yeah.
Let me watch this third down cut up one more time.
That's a good one. I'll start it off like this. Like, it's a mentality and a mindset, so it's fuck everybody. You feel me? Legit. That's how you gotta be when you're going into. You gotta have that confidence. But I will sit here and say, the people who I knew was gonna be a work day.
Yeah, work day.
Hands down, Myles Garrett.
Okay.
Hands down. Von Miller.
Von Miller. That's a great one.
And
Also, too,
I done played some solid people, but like they were kind of on their back ends, but like you could still see and know.
No,
like
for
a
sure.
Dwight Freeney, like when he was in Atlanta, they was still hitting spins and shit. Everson Griffin was a problem.
Everson Griffin.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'd definitely say Myles Garrett and Von Miller. Probably was my two that I'd be like, damn, it's gonna be a work day today.
Now, is that based off game plan as well? Knowing like what y'all got, like protection wise in the game plan, knowing that you may be isolated a little bit more if it's more of a pass heavy game plan, and is this kind of like how much of a factor for a left tackle does the overall scheme and team that you play on? You know, obviously playing with somebody like Brady, you know Brady gonna get the ball out. You know what I'm saying? You also know where Brady's gonna be at in the pocket. Yeah. How much of an advantage is that for you as a left tackle? You know, rather than some guys that may scramble and I mean, because you play with a pure pocket guy like Brady, and also a person like Patrick. You know what I'm saying? Like, do each quarterback kind of provide different advantages and also, you know what I'm saying,
100%.
situations where you're a little bit more vulnerable?
You think about it to where you got a stationary target. It's easy to know and map out, all right, you 3-4 yards from the center and you need to get him, you know, with his back foot hit 10 yards or whatever, you need to give him at least 11 yards or whatever it may be in depth. And then whatever space you create width-wise. So you, whether it be extra yard, extra 2, to give him 5 and then 11, and now you good. But that's a stationary target. That's what you work at, you know, one-on-ones and shit. I feel like they do have their benefits because, yeah, you know where he's going to be. You know how they're going to rush. You know that, all right, if a bull rush is coming, he's trying to push the pocket because he had a 3-step drop or something like that, or we're down in the red zone and, you know, everything's short and tight, and so, you know, the rushes and stuff going to be quicker. But I will sit there and say, because a lot of people always love to get people who do scramble, it's a blessing. You get what I'm saying? Because the ability to be able to get out of certain situations and extend the play, or get out of me getting beat or somebody getting beat and then still being able to gain a couple yards versus, Tom Brady's Tom standing back there, you know if you get beat, it's like, you might as well just go to the next play.
Was it anybody who actually gave you problems? You know what I'm saying? Like,
to be completely,
or you like, I need that run back.
And I don't know if you walking, I don't know if he walking me in this on purpose, but like, no, I gave myself problems. Okay. You see what I'm saying? Like, you do something, you like, don't get me wrong, yes, he was going to win. He get paid too, so on and so forth. But
who is that person though? Who is that person? You just kind of like, damn, like they, you know what I'm saying? Like they,
the same people, the same work. Myles Garrett and Von Miller.
Two people that come to mind for me is Jason Verrett and Jalen Ramsey. And I went up against Jalen. Man, me and Jalen Ramsey have so many one-on-one reps just over the years, being in Jacksonville, playing in LA. You know what I'm saying? He was a person who, whenever I played against him, I always have to make sure, you know, as I'm looking through the game plan, I'm putting myself in position and situationally, mentally, to know what I'm gonna get, because he a pretty physical corner, you know, when it comes to Jalen Ramsey, and he's one of the people who he can hard press you. You know what I'm saying? He can do things like that, you know. So, but again, I mean, we definitely had some one-on-one battles, had some good in-game battles, but he was a person where it's like, okay, like, you know, you got him this week. You always want to be in a situation, hopefully, where you get some third and short opportunities where you can run some goals, where you can just be able to occupy all levels of the field. And another person, like I said, was Jason Verrett. Dude,
the best feet.
Bro, when I say feet, speed, punch, all of that, man. Like, I used to watch some cut-ups. When I see JV, I'm like, man, I gotta say less. I gotta, you know what I'm saying? I gotta be on it this week. You feel me? I really do gotta be on it. You know, but again, I always enjoyed that. You know what I'm saying? I gotta throw my dog Darius Slay in the mix too. We've had some battles playing in the same division when I was in Chicago and he was with Detroit. You know, unfortunately for him, he had Matt Patricia. That was actually my homeboy, Alan Hearns. It was me and Alan Hearns against Revis and Cromartie.
Yeah, I do remember that. Yep.
You know, and I had, I think, 5 for 120. I think Hearns had like 6 for 125 or something like that. We ain't win though.
That's what you call a conflict. It's different.
I'll say this though too.
Owners be 80 years old and inherited the team from their father who started the whole franchise. Like, you know what I'm saying? This is type of owners.
But
that's
listen,
what most owners
if you
are like.
if you own the team, shit, you might pull up in the locker room one day. You might pull up in the locker room one day and see a nigga that you don't fuck with. But I mean, I just don't fuck with that nigga. Bro, get him out of here, fam.
I know it'd be fine, but you're gonna lose.
It's all about your. It's all about your owners though, because just in Tampa, like the owners really would be coming down. Like he practiced and
That's
just
how
throughout the
Jackson
day
did.
they was floating around. So like I would think that they really did know what was going on because they are at the field. They are, in the locker room. They are walking around like you. So like they are feet on the ground and know.
And shout out to the Khan family, man. They have, to me, ownership wise, very personable, down to earth. You know what I'm saying? But again, when you're in a small market like that, man, it's hard to be consistent. It's hard to stay consistent.
I think that's probably the biggest thing that you just sat there and said, personable. That's the toughest, hardest thing. Like
The best place to be personable, Green Bay.
Really?
Yes. I wish I played all 10 years in Green Bay.
Damn, that's what's up. Tore them DBs up.
who was
bruh.
our DBs?
At that time? I don't even remember.
Exactly.
What year was that?
Shout out to Hargrave.
What year was that?
Shout out to
Vernon
Shout out to
Hargraves.
Hargrave.
Yeah, it was by Vernon Hargraves.
I don't know
Rick
who else
Grimes there.
Nah, I don't know who else. He may have been. I don't know who was in that.
Bradley McDougal.
Yep, he was there.
Jude Ajay-Barima. He
Don't
had
even
to
know.
be there. See, that's the thing.
All I know
So
is
you're still in Jacksonville, right?
yeah, we did them. Me, Hearns, Keys, Rashad Green. Oh my, bro. Time after, and we talking crazy. Cause now I didn't. You know what I'm saying? First rep. You know what I'm saying? For me, this a joint practice. You know what I'm saying? I'm already looking for a reason to just. You know what I'm saying? Like, you feel me? I used to have to, in those instances, I used to have to wake up and put a little rock in my shoe. You know what I'm saying? So I can just get, turned up straight to it. You feel me? So as soon as they DB coach said something, I'm like, yes, there you go. Perfect. Let's turn this, now I can get turned up. You know what I'm saying? Because you know how joint practices be. And at that time, it's Tampa. No disrespect to them. It's just kind of like, man, it's a joint practice, man. I think this was the year I came off the Pro Bowl. So I'm just like, man, you know what I'm saying? It's training camp. Can we just practice and then play these dudes in the preseason? But nah, they got to come to our spot. And we went federal.
Add 360 together and made it 720. That's keep going up.
Keep going up.
You like one of them, nigga, you like one of them dogs.
You see how niggas used to be in college, big niggas, you always want to clown on the big niggas.
Nah, nigga,
Little
like-
niggas want to clown on the big niggas. This cool.
He like one of them dogs where you take out and it's like a person inside a person inside a person inside a person. That's how this nigga, that's how he is. Grab them.
Penn State!
I don't know. That should be crazy though, bruh.
How do they know?
Shout out to Penn State, bruh. That is one thing why I fuck with Penn State, and that's why I wanted to go to a big university.
They everywhere. Penn State is definitely everywhere.
We are.
I wanna do the research. I think it might be the biggest alumni.
I think it is.
Damn, they done scuffed up my boots.
They got some
going to
specials.
Phoebe's?
They got some specials. You feel me? That's what I like. Hey, see, look. You feel me? This is what we've been looking for, man. They got the specials, bruh. Yo, what's good? We done for the day. St. Patrick's weekend in New York. As you see, we popped through Hoboken, popped through the city to some different spots. As we went on throughout the day, everybody got a little bit more turnt, but had fun with my dog Don, Amos. Y'all heard us talk some X and O's. Learn a little bit of St. Patrick's culture. Take some shots. You feel me? So I had a good time. See y'all next time.